Hi, welcome to your basic CPT coding class. What we're going to be doing is a quick overview of the class structure and a few guidelines and warnings. I've been having a lot of problem with Pearson. There's a changeover in personnel, and we didn't know about this in time. About 6 weeks ago, I tried to get in touch with people for support from this course, and because there's a second edition. The first edition has old codes from well, basically old codes, and then I think it's going to basically go to your ICD codes, and you most likely have taken 152B, and this may not affect you, but in the rearrangement of everything and the lack of instructor support, I'm not sure what to expect. So you will learn, and I will send you I'll send you an email blast to make an announcement that I may be issuing you free access codes because I'm not sure how the codes are going to line up with what you see in your book, and you're going to be using SpeedyCoder, which is most likely updated to the most current, well, probably 2019 would be the most current the codes could be. And so some of the information may not match, but I want you to get in touch with me if there's a problem there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the course and see if I can make this go out of the way. No. It's funny, it moved earlier. There we go. Heavy-handed mouse. Okay, so your syllabus is in two different places. It's over here in your global navigation screen, and it's also broken down in this area. My calendar is not quite complete because I was rearranging everything, and then I found out that the second edition was not available to the bookstore yet, so I went backward, and I'm going to have to catch up with you on that. So my apologies. When you get here to start here first, you're basically getting all of the essential information about the course. Make sure you read the syllabus. There's a quiz on the syllabus. If you haven't done the Quest for Success, then you can get 20 points of extra credit here. If you've done it, send me a copy of your certificate or your screenshot, but make sure you do the whole course, because I've had students send me segments and expect 20 extra points for that, and it doesn't work that way. So make sure you read the grading information, and we will have some discussions in the future, and the discussion rubric needs to be updated slightly, but this is where you'll get your discussion rubric. So moving on to the home, registering with your access code. I guess I'm kind of praying that all of this works correctly. This is your e-text, and that should be okay. I'm just a little bit nervous about the coding, so we may have to work together on this. So looking at the different chapters, I have a theory and a multiple choice quiz. Your theory is on your chapter, and it's really important to understand the theory so you understand how codes are chosen in the first place, and then you get some coding practice in here. So you see with each one of these particular assignments, you have one for each. I'm hoping, because of lack of communication with Pearson, that if you don't have, if there's some sort of a glitch with the access codes, that they will work with me and let you, well, you shouldn't need to purchase an access code, because I'm going to provide them to you as soon as I hear from the publisher. They promised me about 15 codes for this class. So that's pretty much the way the class is designed. It's simply, it's straightforward. The answer keys down here would be for your current chapter, and again, the codes could be off a little bit, but in some basics such as laboratory, I think the codes are usually pretty simple and they probably haven't upgraded that. But if there's a different code, let me know and I will simply give you credit for that. So I don't think there's anything else that I need to talk about. We will have occasional discussions. Check your grades regularly so that you know that Canvas is posting the grades that you have earned, and communicate with one another. This is a nice class to share information through the Q&A forum over here. Give you an example of that. So you can communicate with one another. This is where your initial discussion is. And in the initial discussion, what I want you to do is to get to know one another. And you already may know your classmates, but I think it's important to be able to reach out to someone and exchange information, maybe phone numbers in case you get stuck on something, and build community exactly the way it is in the class. And in a little, next week, after we get started this week, next week, I'm going to have you do a fun assignment called a Flipgrid. And some of you may have done Flipgrid assignments before. It's totally private, and it's a fun way to get to know your classmates and see pictures about this size, a little bit narrower, but see your classmates speaking and see a larger picture than the little tiny circle that goes into your profile in Canvas. So I'm here to help you, and just be patient with this process, and let's hope everything works out okay. I'm frankly nervous about this, but we'll work through it, and let me know if you have any problems. So have a good semester.